Hey y'all, y'all like my shirt? I love Scooby-Doo. So, welcome to my channel, Enchanted Ways. I am Danielle. I can't remember where this shirt came from. I think Kohl's or something like that. We are talking Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Chapter 8, The Burial. So, we start off with Ambrose and Sabrina chilling with each other, talking, doing what cousins do, although I'm waiting for that connection to reveal itself. They trying too hard with that one, but okay, whatever. So Ambrose is telling Sabrina that Luke has connections with the high priest and is going to do whatever he can to get his sentence lifted, basically his house arrest lifted. So keep in mind, and I forgot to mention it in my other video, Hilda spiked Luke's coffee with a love potion. So yeah, he definitely is going to do whatever he can to help Ambrose out. So Zelda is frantic because, you know, she's really busy and she doesn't have as much help anymore with Hilda working at this bookstore and everything. And she gets the phone call that there's been an accident in the mine. So Sabrina rushes off to see, you know, is Harvey okay? Meet up with Susie and Roz. They're there, you know, providing relief, have sandwiches and everything, and volunteering and helping out. And Sabrina's looking for Harvey. She finds him. He's just bumped on the head because of that protection incantation that she put on him. And they haven't found Tommy. So the entryway to get to the other miners that are trapped inside is really small and too small for any of the volunteers to get through. So Susie goes through, ends up finding Tommy's hat that is really, really badly dented. And she slips up and says that Dorothea told her to. Okay, so something I just noticed this episode that I didn't notice the first time I watched this show is that when Dorothea came to Susie and Susie was talking to Dorothea, because Dorothea came to her asking her, you know, was it exciting? You know, how did you feel going in the mines today? And Susie, you could see her breath. So, you know, the temperature had dropped. So I'm wondering, is Dorothea really Ms. Wardwell playing games? Because, you know, she's got her hands all over the place because she's trying to influence Sabrina and affect her on multiple levels. So I'm wondering if Ms. Wardwell is Dorothea. I don't know. So Ambrose ends up astral projecting and sees that there are no survivors in the mine. So poor little Tommy is gone. And Sabrina is upset because she can't do anything about it. And they're telling her, listen, you know, this is why, you know, it's such a hard thing staying connected to the mortal world as a witch. There are laws you can't just break, and you are going to be privy to knowledge that you can't share. So, you know, Harvey ends up coming to Sabrina's house because he is bent out of shape, because the way things look to him is his father is just all in it for the money. Like, he calls off the search when every minute is precious when it comes to a mining accident. And then it's like, okay, he's talking to the bank. He's not bothering to search anymore. It's like, okay, we are presuming he's dead and we're going to move on as if he's dead. And Harvey's looking like, okay, he could be alive right now and all you care about is the money. So, you know, this is affecting Sabrina even more. The fact that she can't get involved because she, you know, loves Harvey and Harvey loves Tommy. So we go over to the Academy of Unseen Arts, and Agatha and Dorcas are talking. And the boy, I can't remember, the guy that likes Sabrina at the school, what his name is, but he learns about that mining accident from those two, and Prudence, is overhearing everything and is really growing suspicious. She was already suspicious when she saw them doing what they was doing. Now, like, this is confirmation and shit. So, the day of the funeral, Sabrina is up in her room, or I think, yeah, it's her room, with Hilda. I've been pronouncing her name wrong all this time. It's Hilda, not Hilda. So, wondering, well, where do people go? Where do humans go when they die? So Hilda's like, I don't know, but don't get any bright ideas. He's gone. And because Sabrina's asking questions like, how is it that you get to come back every time that Zelda kills you? And Hilda explains about the special soil that they have. It's like from Abel's garden or something. Whoever, what is it, from Cain's garden, soaked with Abel's blood, something like that. Yeah, so they go down to the funeral, and Sabrina is talking to Miss Wardwell and asking her, does she think that the Weird Sisters could have had anything to do with this accident? Miss Wardwell is like, no, but the look on her face, you can tell that she's got an idea that that's exactly what happened. So Harvey and his dad get in a fight at the daggone funeral, knock the casket over, real spectacle, but it is partly Sabrina's fault. Harvey has these emotions, but he usually doesn't buck too hard. Not like this, but he was so broken up and couldn't get through his speech at the funeral. And Sabrina put some little incantation on him so that he would be strong and, not so emotional. But then he ends up going off on his father. His father don't play them games, and they got the tussling and knocked the casket over. So Ross picks up the hard hat, because of course there's no body inside. The hard hat that was in the casket. And when she picks it up, she's transported to the mines, and she sees Dorcas and Agatha in there, and they look up like they can see her and don't care, and end up going on to, smash the Harvey and Tommy dolls with the rocks. And Roz tells Sabrina about this, and Sabrina's like, okay, so they were involved. She ends up summoning Prudence and lets her know, listen, you owe me. I saved your life from Lady Blackwood, and now we are going to bring Tommy back. So after the funeral, Sabrina and Wardwell are talking, and Miss Wardwell thinks she's slick by telling Sabrina, you can't do this. There is a way to, like, bring him back, but please don't do it. It's too dangerous. But I have a Book of the Dead, it's a simple ritual. It's in my office, at the school, this, that, and the third. Okay, but she's like, oh, but yeah, I don't have anything to worry about. You're not a killer, because that's what it takes. She told her, okay, a life for a life. You're going to have to sacrifice somebody. So, I'm not worried about you. Well, she should have been. So Sabrina and Prudence confront the other two weird sisters, and Dorcas ends up snitching on Agatha like it was all her idea. I didn't even want to go through with it, so it's like, okay, well, you're going to be the one that's sacrificed. And that's exactly what they do. Problem is, and it was really neat, the little ritual that they did as far as like the door opening, and Sabrina's academy crush is like, wait for it. And you can hear the door to hell creaking open or whatever. So, hell or whatever it is. I think it's hell. So, they kill Agatha, but they end up burying her in that special soil that resurrects Hilda all the time. And Ambrose is livid. Like, what have you done? These forces are more powerful than the Dark Lord. And what makes you think that you're so special and deserve special privileges? So she thinks everything's cool, and like she's found a loophole. Like, and he's telling her, no, you cannot cheat. Fate is a life for a life. So Agatha's fine. You know, she resurrects fairly quickly, but it takes 13 hours for Tommy to resurrect. She doesn't even know that wherever he died is where he's going to resurrect. So she could have killed him all over again because he could have been under the rocks and then resurrected under the rocks and was crushed right then and there all over again. You know what I'm saying? And Ambrose was, you know, like, you don't even understand the basics of something, but you just want to, you know, break all the rules. You don't even know the rules or understand the rules, but you want to break them. So Tommy does resurrect, although we don't see it. I mean, we know that's who it is because there's someone or something has broken out of the mines because they boarded up the mines, and while Harvey and his dad are sitting down to eat, there's just a constant bang on the door. Okay, so yeah, it worked because Sabrina rushes to the mines and that's where she sees, okay, well, somebody has resurrected. It has to be him. Is there anything else? I think that's it. Oh, no. Father Blackwood and Ambrose. Father Blackwood meets with Ambrose and wants to know, you know, what happened. How did you even get mixed up in this mess trying to blow up the Vatican in the first place? Ambrose tells him, you know, how things went down and how he was offered to be, you know, unpunished basically for plotting to blow up the Vatican as long as he told the council or whoever it was, Council of Witches or somebody, who everybody else that was involved was, and he wouldn't give any names. So Father Blackwood is like, okay, well, that offer still stands, and I'll be back another time to get your answer. So Father Blackwood comes back. Ambrose is like, I can't do it. I can't snitch. And Father Blackwood is like, good. You know, that's what we need in the Church of Night. We need more people like you with integrity and loyalty and all of that. Now, I can't completely lift your sentence, but what I can do is lessen it and offer for you to work with me at the Academy of Arts as like a community service type thing. And then hopefully we can, you know, together we can work to get, you know, get you pardoned. So that's one thing that's really important, I felt. And another thing is Blackwood and Zelda are messing around. Now, we already knew that they had history, and so they are picking it back up. And, ooh, Father Blackwood gagged Zelda. Was like, you know, take control of yourself. The other day you revealed your weaknesses to me. I revealed them back, and you lucky that I didn't punish you for it. And Zelda is just too through. And he's like, you know what? And that's exactly what is going to happen. 30 flagellings or whatever it's called. Basically, you gonna get the whip cracked on you 30 times, or I'm gonna get the whip cracked on me. And then I'm going to crack the whip on you 30 times. Like, how does that sound? We both need to be punished. And she liked the sound of that. She was about to curse him, and so most of the whole floor was about to open up and swallow Blackwood. Okay, he didn't know who he was messing with. So he had to clean it up real quick, you know, and turn it into some role play. I'm sure that was his intention anyway, but if it wasn't, you know, he didn't want that floor cracked open on his ass, so he went ahead and gave her what she wanted. So that is it, you guys. Stay tuned for more. The countdown is on. The new season will be out soon, April 5th. I'm excited. Are y'all excited? Anyway, stay tuned, guys. Bye.